Welcome back to Arise Prime Time, where we offer perspectives on the news and talking points of the day. I'm Charles Aiyenigba. Now, to the civil war in the SDP, a war that's trapped the party in power struggles, personality clashes, and deadly conflicts, leaving it fragmented, weakened, and on the edge of death, with allegations of AK-47 assault rifles being used to take aim at some of the combatants. As the rivalries fuel infighting and incredible resentment, at least two distinct warring groups with competing agendas have formed, dealing a powerful blow to party unity, cohesion and stability, leading to gridlock and eroding public trust. The latest scandal has corruption allegations at its rather rotten core, and it's led to the expulsion of several top officials, including former national chairman Alhaji Shehu Gabam. Alhaji Gabam appeared on this program on Friday and rejected his expulsion, disputing its legitimacy and claiming that the move is an attempt by imposters with no authority to preside over party meetings to destabilize the SDP.
Not correct.
His name is Femi Olani.
Let me talk
Is he the chairman of the forum?
He is not. He is an acting chairman of the party. He has been acting chairman of the party in Lagos for years. We don't have even a toilet SDP in Lagos.
Yeah, but if he's the acting chairman,
he is not.
Let me approach this different. What about just beyond the, who is doing what and who? What about the very grave allegations that were made against you of gross financial misconduct, embezzlement, misappropriation, diversion of party funds? How do you defend yourself against those allegations?
Because interesting.
Because they said that their decision to expel you followed the adoption of the report of a disciplinary committee and a subsequent white paper which reviewed the findings and recommendations on the allegations brought against you. I mean, it sounds like a fairly thorough process, but you don't...
This same allegation, the National Secretary wrote petition to the Inspector General of Police on the financial embezzlement. The police investigating the case as I'm talking to you because he wrote to the police. He wrote to the IG military for investigation. They invited him to go and substantiate his allegations. The police have not come out with the report. Now he came and established his own kangaroo committee of his friends to do a fact finding outside writing officially to the Nigerian police force that are statutorily entitled to investigate financial misappropriation. Does it make sense? And if they set up a committee, who interrogated me within the committee?
So you were never called before
the committee? Never, not for 1 second. And now you need to find out from the police whether they're investigating this case or not. Who wrote the petition? And that aside, I wrote my own petition to the police. My life was threatened. People came with AK-47 to assassinate me. It's a very terrible situation that we went through. It's just that I choose to keep quiet because I don't want to drag SDP into mess. It's a platform that we cherish and we are protecting. So those who don't understand where we are coming from can sit down and build up allegations servicing the interest of other people because of political reasons.
Alhaji Shehu Gabam speaking on this program on Friday. So now the rump of the SDP wants its right of reply, and tonight they've got it. And for this, I'm joined now in the studio by the National Publicity Secretary of the SDP, Rufus Aiyenigba. Mr. Aiyenigba, thank you very much indeed, and I apologize if I slaughtered your name.
No, it's okay.
But
thank
you have your right of reply, so go ahead.
Thank you so much. I will start by commending your approach to it, hearing from the two sides. And the starting point is, for me, I pity the former chairman for not taking the opportunities available to him to clear his name. You had issues with your party. You were suspended. You were out of office for 4 months. You were given the chance to come and defend yourself. You ignored the opportunity. 3 of you, one of them came later and apologized and said, please forgive me for not coming at the time and these were my reasons. And eventually he tendered resignation based on the facts on the table. the issues that the Gabam is dodging and deflecting are just simple. One, have you done well as a chair of the party? In 3 years, the issues we have against you is that you have not run the party well as in accordance with the party constitution. Number one, you were to have a NEC meeting minimum of twice in a year. Since June 2022, June 10, up to the time he was suspended, he never called NEC for once. You were to have NWC meeting a minimum of twice in a month. For over 1 year, he avoided meetings until we forced him practically in March this year to say, no, enough of this. For 3 years, he did not allow the party to have the full complement of the National Working Committee because he was afraid that if quality hands came into the party, he was not going to have a free day of running with his tie, like a sole administrator. The issue is, we said, no, we cannot have continue. INEC wrote to the party, drawing attention of the party to those gaps, saying, you guys are running in contravention of your constitution. But he kept all of those things away from even the NWC. And at the time we moved in, we had to bring in members to complement the NWC. On the 25th of May this year, he was seated at the meeting where we brought in these people and said, no, we needed to have this. The motion was taken, no objection, no counter motion. He said, no, you can't have this, I'm the sole administrator, I'm the chief executive here. No, you are not a chief executive. You are just equal to everyone, but you are just the leader because you are the chairman. The general submission, the general position of the majority has supremacy over your position. So we had those things, and we wrote to INEC. And at the end of the day, INEC began, because he had a kind of, I would say, unholy pact, an arrangement, a holy arrangement with the former chairman of INEC. He didn't treat all of those things. But we continued to do what we were doing. Because political parties, the nature of vacuum, you know, we had to continue. For 1 day, the party did not stop working, even after 4 months that it was sent out. So all of those things happened. And moving to the critical issue of gross misconduct, what he termed as allegation of financial misappropriation that we levied against him. So, no, we had a committee, we had a resolution, 3 resolutions we took, signed by 11 members out of 15, that we needed to look at all of this. The resolutions were passed to INEC to substantiate our claims on the reason for his suspension. And a committee was set up, headed by a retired Air Vice Marshal, MNI. And they invited him, invited all of us. The letter was sent to him. We have it there, I sent it to your people. Sent to him as we were all invited. Delivered to his house. The secretary of the committee sent the message to his WhatsApp. He read, he didn't reply.
Right. So he was given an opportunity to defend himself.
Yes, he did not.
Because the question is obviously whether the suspension and expulsion process were fair and transparent, and whether all necessary procedures were followed, because he says they were not.
I'm not telling you that. I've given you the evidences. This is his letter. This is the complete report. And he said that the party has been locked down by the police. No, that's not correct. We have had about 3 press conferences that arise. Every media house came to cover. Even just on Thursday, we had our event there. So the place has been running. The police came in, living up to expectation of doing their job. to secure the party secretariat. You recall that after he was suspended, the second day he was suspended, his youth leader, who is the key actor in all of the shenanigans that happened, brought in talks. We have the video. I sent
we
the video
saw a
to
video. We had a video
and
earlier.
yes,
that we
and
saw
he was
sort of,
commanding them, giving them
this
order.
is that video.
Yes,
there,
giving them order. He's the one in suit there, giving them order to pull down the gate, and they practically pulled down the gate. See him? That is the guy there in front of the car. That is Uche, the youth leader that has been expelled along with Gabam.
Right.
So, and they shot, his security people shot into the air. And when they were dispelled by the security forces there, they had to go and police pick the shells of their bullets on the ground. And we wrote and submitted all of that to the security, to the FCT command. So all of these put together led to
the
our
decision to expel.
Yes. One, you ignore the party, thinking that you are supreme, you have authority to do. It is not a sole administratorship system. And then the issue of allegation, forgery, allegation, corruption, and all of that. He will have his day with the authorities in charge. We wrote to the police.
Right. So you're going to prosecute him?
Well, at the end of the day, now that he's out of the system, he will naturally face the prosecution because they are investigating the process.
Right.
But the truth of the matter is that we have done what is right in accordance with the law and the party constitution. And for 4 months, he has not stepped his feet to the premises of the party.
Right. So as you said, you're going to let the law take its course.
They are done with that.
How is this crisis likely to affect the SDP's performance in elections that are coming up? Will it lead to further divisions? Is it weakening the party's reputation, do you think?
No, this is even helping to show up the image of the party that, oh, we are doing internal cleansing and people are getting more comfortable with that. It was clear to the public, to political actors who wanted to come into the party, that the party was in the hands of just one person. And so they were not coming. Wherever you saw the El-Rufai coming in and all of that, they were just personal arrangement from him.
And El-Rufai is gone.
El-Rufai is gone.
Right.
El-Rufai is history.
Well, I mean, are there any implications that there might be for Nigeria's democracy as a result of what is going on? I mean, because this crisis reflects broader issues, it seems to, within this country's political system. Mr. Gabam seemed to think that there is a lot of outside interference, possibly from the ruling APC, according to him, that's destabilizing the SDP. Do you agree or disagree with him?
Well, he may have his personal issues with the presidency or APC. The SDP has no business with APC. We are doing our job.
So no outside interference?
No outside. The problem he has, it is his conduct, his attitude, his record as when he was chairman. When the party was under his watch as chairman, how did he conduct himself? He conducted himself recklessly.
Well, he claims that he did a lot of great things for the party, that he grew the party.
In specific times, what did he do as an individual? Whatever was achieved by collective effort. Before him, we had won election. Before he became chairman, in 1999, we had a House of Reps. We won House of Reps in Ondo State. In the days of the late Governor Akeredolu, we won a House of Reps, the young Alaji or small Alaji, I can't remember the name now, to the House of Reps. We won, even in Rivers, when Governor Wike was there, we won House of Assembly. And so it is that people came in, then, okay, those people now, what is their standing in the party? Because they were not comfortable with all those things happening.
Right. Okay, we're almost out of time.
Yes.
Are there any steps the SDP is taking to resolve this crisis and restore? I mean, I know you're taking steps to resolve the crisis, but to restore unity. Are there plans for reform, reconciliation, that sort of thing?
What I want to establish is that we don't have, for instance, myself as an individual, I don't have any personal issue with with Alhaji Gabam. It's just the style and the system that was wrong. So a party will not deliberately shut out anyone if you want to grow. If they show enough, if people are open and transparent and they prove, they put before us that they have put themselves of the value system that negates our ideology, we are open to working with them. But SDP is not a property of an individual. And so we stepped in, we moved in to take the party back to the people. Right. And that is what we have done.
Okay. I want to thank you very much indeed for coming in. And you have had your right of reply. Rufus Aiyenigba is the National Publicity Secretary of the SDP. Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you, Charles, for having me.
That's it for this edition of Arise Prime Time. Join us again tomorrow. From me and the entire team here in Abuja, bye-bye, and thank you for watching.